RDI live video. Today we're gonna talk about the best job from home 2024, and here is Saul.
Yeah, as Luis said it, we are working from home. This is one of the best things that you could do for yourself. I mean, if that's what you want to do. I mean, of course, not everybody wants the same thing, I guess, in life. But anyway, so in today's video, we're gonna be heat pressing some caps, and we're gonna tell you exactly the materials, equipment, and we'll show you the process of how we're gonna apply those the logos on the caps. If you want to start this kind of business, if you want to do the same thing that we do, work from home, be your own boss, so you guys are in the right channel. And yeah, let's start with the, give you an idea, the type of equipment and the materials that we use. Or first, let's go and show you outside how the weather is right now. It's been snowing. I also want to show you guys so that way we get more people connected. We want to give them a chance to tune in, I guess. And you can see that it's kind of nice out there. I mean, for the people that love snow anyways, I know that not everybody does, but I wasn't being sarcastic because I actually like snow, but it's also nice to work from home and not having to worry about getting up early in the morning and having to scrape the ice off your car. It's kind of nice to be able to do this from home. So that's one of the reasons why we make these videos for the people that want to do the same thing. But if you are also into having your own shop like we used to have a few years back, that's also a great thing to do. Anyway, so the logos that we cut today, we made them using the graphtec CE 6060. And in case you go and look for this machine, unless you get it like an used one, then you'll be able to find it. But right now they have the new version, which is the CE 7060, but it's basically the same except updated. It has different features. I think it's supposed to be a little bit better. But if you cannot afford this machine, you can also get a cameo cutter. And if you want to get more details about either machine or other options, I recommend that you guys go and check out our channel right after the live. Of course, do not tune out. Make sure you stay here with us today.
And we're gonna make some caps using scissor easy weed, and as Saul is showing you, we already made one, and you can get all the materials before we advance. You can get them below on this screen. On this video, you can see the products that we added there. We will, of course, get a commission. We appreciate your support. And that's the type of HTV that we use for this project. That's
Scissor Easy Weed.
Neon green, yeah. Well, it's a Scissor Easy Weed, and the other one is the white one.
Yeah. So this one is perfect for the cameo, or if you own a Cricut or a smaller machine, you can use the 12-inch, and this one is the 15-inch. You can use this roll with the cameo, but you're gonna waste a little bit of material. But if you don't happen to have the neon color in this size, like in the 12-inch, you can use the 15-inch. But anyway, so we have, as Luis mentioned, we got some materials that you will definitely need, or that we recommend that you guys get if you're gonna be doing what we are. The heat transfer tape, this is very, very recommended that you guys get it, especially if you're gonna be applying a logo with two different colors. You will definitely need it. And also we got a small Teflon sheet. This used to be a very old Teflon pillow, and we just used whatever was left from it. We just got rid of the inside of it, and then we just used the cover, and it works great. And the heat press that we have today, is the Max press from Stahls. This is, I think right now you can get it for about close to $700. That is, I know that is a big investment, but it's definitely one of the best investments that you can make. And one thing that we always recommend that you guys, if you get a heat press, make sure that you can change the platen. We have different size platens. Some caps will need the bigger one, and others, like the ones we have today, since the logo is going to be applied not in the normal position, it's going to be applied on the side. So we're going to use the smaller ones. And let me show you the process. I think we're ready to start applying one. And I'm going to put this back. And we can readjust the pressure, but we got it perfect right there. And the brand, I think this is I don't think it has any, like the brand.
Well, the customer provided the caps, but we usually get all kinds of brands.
Yeah.
We work with different brands, but this one is suitable for this type of process. And Saul is gonna show you the process right now.
So right now the settings, we have them at 314, and then we have them 15 seconds, and the pressure is gonna be firm pressure. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of the wrinkles and the moist, and I'm gonna pre-press it for a few seconds. I think the pressure is a little bit too high. I'm gonna lower it a little bit, and I'm gonna give it a few seconds. Okay, perfect. And now I'm gonna grab first of all, actually I need to cut the heat transfer tape, and I'm gonna need 2 little pieces. I'm gonna put them on the side.
And by the way, guys, we appreciate that in the end, if you like this video, make sure you give us a like. And if you're new, if you haven't subscribed, we also appreciate it if you subscribe.
And one of the things, the reasons why we recommend you guys get this transfer tape is because it doesn't leave any residue. So do not try to use like regular tape, because first of all, it will probably burn or catch on fire. No, I'm just kidding. But it's gonna definitely leave a lot of residue. So you wanna make sure that you get the right transfer or tape. And I don't know if Luis wants to get the camera a little closer. We are being very careful with the camera. We don't wanna shake it too much.
No, we don't want you guys to throw up or puke during this live.
So this is the reason why you need to get the tape, because it will secure the first layer of vinyl. And I'm gonna give it about 3 seconds, and then I can get rid of the transfer. And then I'm gonna keep reusing a little tapes. And now I'm gonna use the second color.
That's a really nice neon color, and that's
It is.
one of the reasons why this customer keeps coming back, because he likes the combination. He uses black a lot. We have made t-shirts. We even make like a table cover. I think Saul already made a video on this same company, which is a DJ.
Yep. It gives it like a nice, I forgot what it's called, like a fashion look. And I'm gonna give it a few seconds. Right now the vinyl wasn't that exposed, just a small section, like the mix was a little exposed, but not too bad, not a big deal. Now I'm gonna give it the full cycle. As you saw, I only gave it like 4 seconds. And now I'm gonna use the Teflon sheet, just place it on top and give it the full cycle. And I think we're finished with this one. It was 2 colors, but I mean, really simple application. If you have the right tools, the right heat press, and if you know all the right information, like the time and all that, and I think we are good to go on this one. Let me show it to you.
Looks really nice. We charge $10 per cap, and like I said,
Just for the logo, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
for the logo. It's a 2-color one. We'll invest in maybe a few quarters for each logo, and it's good money. I mean, it might sound like it's like only 12 caps, but he provided the caps, so.
I can tell honestly, the caps are not the best, probably the best brand. They feel a little bit. I mean, they're good, they work, but we try to use like, I think they usually cost about $6, somewhere around that, like $5-6. But I mean, these are good. I mean,
We feel more comfortable with the brands that we choose.
Yep.
Because we know they're reliable and they're good for this type of process.
But it's good to be work with your customers, you know, especially if they've been with you for some time. You know, it's always good to be flexible. And I think I'm gonna put it about right there.
Yeah, this customer has bought like decals for his car windows. He has bought, I believe, the table tent or table cover, whatever you call it, caps, t-shirts. He does a lot of promotion for whenever he does his DJ, and
That's one of the reasons why. Sorry, that's one of the reasons why he got this type of caps, because they're not too expensive, which is a good idea. You know, he's putting his brand.
I guess he's gonna do it for giveaways.
Yeah,
that's a good way to advertise their brands. And we actually gonna take some picture shots of the product. So we're gonna use it for our advertisement, and that's a good way to catch the attention of new, maybe probably other DJs who are gonna like this idea because he wanted this way. He wanted the logo on the side. That was his idea. He wanted something different. I think that's a good idea, and that might also help us with our advertisement on Facebook. So
I think he, in fact, either him or one of his friends came through the other person. I'm not sure if this is the one that was recommended for by another customer, but yeah. So they have lots of DJ friends, and like Luis said, this is the best way to advertise your products and for them to advertise their business, and it looks amazing.
yeah, it looks good.
Yep. Okay, and now we're going to talk about the things about the Cameo. If you decide to invest in if you don't really have that much money to invest in a cutter, the Cameo cutter right now will cost you about $200. That's just the vinyl cutter. It doesn't include any of the materials or any other stuff that you need to get. So just for the vinyl cutter. And the good thing about the Cameo cutter is that you can use rolls of vinyl, although it comes with a cutting mat, but you don't necessarily need it if you're going to use like all the area, like if you are not planning on saving the leftover, or unless you have another machine like we do. We have the graphtec, and we can use that to, like, if we don't want to waste any material, like we can save little pieces. But with the Cameo, it'll be a challenge unless you had a cutting mat. I know they have bigger than 12 by 12, but so that's another good thing about the Cameo, is that you can use rolls of vinyl and you can change the settings to cut something bigger. And another thing is that the software, if you get the Cameo, you can download Silhouette Studio, and it's totally free. They have different versions. You can upgrade to Business Edition. I forgot how much it costs. It really depends on where you get it, but you can get, I think it's like around $100 usually, but you can get better deals than that. And one thing that I also we recommend that you guys get are the coloring guides. We've talked about these several times. This is for HTV vinyl, and this is how you can get an idea of what colors. Here we have the neon colors. This is exactly the one we are using right now. They have like different ones. They got like metallic, and they have patterns. They got the glitter. I forgot what this is called. But yeah, they have all kinds of different ones, and it has the instructions like what type of garment or material, and temperatures and all this stuff. And the same with Oracle vinyls. They got 651, 751, 951, all the different colors and different options available, and some instructions on where to apply it and all that stuff. So. And I don't know if you want to add something in the meantime.
Software, we use CorelDRAW software to vectorize our images, and we usually save them on PNG format and then send it to Silhouette Studio if we use the Cameo.
Yeah, so since when we got started, we invested in a graphtec. That was the first thing that we did. We bought a graphtec. So and that's one of the reasons why we decided to, or we had to get this software, the CorelDRAW, and it's an old version, but it still works. All we do is just vector the images, and like Luis said we usually convert them to PNG or other type of file formats, and then we just send them to Silhouette Studio. That's one of the reasons why we haven't upgraded to the Business Edition, because most of the logos, we use this software to vector them. And this is the one we use also with our graphtec, which we're gonna talk in just a second right now. I don't know if
and before we move on, the Silhouette went down $100. So it used to be $300. Now it is, you can get it for $199 or $200. That's just, keep in mind, that's just the vinyl cutter. You will need all the other products that we just mentioned, but you can now get it for $200. And again, we left some links below. You can see the actual pictures now below this video.
One thing, we got a question not too long ago about the type of heat presses. And one thing that we always recommend, if you guys can afford getting like this kind of cap press, We've had it for some time. It hasn't given any problems. Like we've been using it for a few years and it works great. Like we haven't had any issues with it. So we always recommend that you guys invest money in a good equipment. If you're serious about your business, we have seen all kinds of different presses, heat presses, but we've never used. I've seen ones for like $100, which, in my opinion, I mean, like I won't really risk it because the investment is too low. And usually with equipment or whatever you get, like you get what you pay for. Let's just put it that way. So, and it's the same with the vinyl cutters. Like the graphtec will cost you about $2,000, but there's a huge difference between the graphtec and the cameo, but also in prices, $200 versus $2,000, so huge difference. But I'm gonna move this to the side and talk about this amazing machine. This is our favorite, and this is the one that gets most of the job done when, especially if we're in a hurry, if we gotta work on big and small projects. Like I said, like you can cut like 5 to 6 inch vinyls. Like if they're long, you can easily use this vinyl cutter. That's why we always recommend that you guys get this vinyl cutter. And we have our vinyls to make decals. We use the Oracle 651 and the gloss finish. We also use the type of transfer that we use most of the time, although we have different options. Let me turn it this way so I can show you the brand in case you're not familiar or in case you are watching us for the first time. And one thing that I want to make it clear here is that this is the same 751, 75.1 is the same as 75.
Yeah, when we say the Arte Clear Choice 8075 and Saul says 1875.1 is the same, we talk about it. Because there's been some confusion. They think it's a different one. I never mentioned 0.1, but it's the same. When we say the 8075, it's the same.
Yeah, because it's happened in the past, you know, like people get confused. But basically, it's the same thing, okay? So let's not make it more confusing than it should. And I also want to show you products. But before that, I want to show you something else. Hold on. We have this adhesive remover. No, actually, it's letter removing. I'm going to get it out of the container, not the container, but the plastic bag. This is the one we use to remove HTV vinyl. Lettering, and not just lettering, but logos. The only thing that we do not recommend is if you have something big, if it's just like a small letter, you can remove it, especially if you're going to replace it. If you're not going to leave it blank, you will not see any residue. But if you're going to replace it, this is when you can use this chemical. And I'm going to...
Yeah, just be careful because it might leave a stain if you put too much, or if it's too big, like Saul said, it might leave a stain. So
yep.
We only recommend it if it's a small design or if it's just letter or one letter that you need to replace.
And also besides car decals, we also make, this is the second product that we sell a lot. Or actually, this is the product that we sell a lot. This is the top seller, right? The car magnets,
yes,
I would say.
Car magnets
are the top seller.
Number one.
And yeah, so this is like 14 by 24. And we have the same thing here on this. It's basically the same material. The vinyl that we use for this yard sign is the same thing. And the only downside about making this like we do, if you do not have a digital printer, is that you will have to do double work because you got to apply logos on both sides. And yeah, it takes longer to make a yard sign. But if you have a digital printer, then you don't have to worry about that. Also, another thing that you can sell are banners. We have videos where we cover this, and we'll give you more details about how this process works, because you will also need to get the what are these called? The grommets?
The eyelets, or metal grommets.
Yeah.
We show you guys how we apply them, because the reason why we do it, it's because the type of roll that we get for our banners does not have the metal grommets, and we have to do it manually because we used to get one that it came for every, I believe it was every
12 every feet.
every
Every foot.
every feet or 12 inch, it will have those already. But the problem is that we will waste a lot whenever we have to make one because we have to keep the corners with one metal grommet, and you gotta keep in mind that it's on every 12 inch. So 12 inch will go to waste. We will
Yeah.
have to cut them. That's why we decided to, not only because it's cheaper and we can make more money, but because we can customize it and charge a little more. So,
And in case you guys are wondering and not familiar with this process, we didn't use a digital printer. This is made with vinyl, with Oracle 651 vinyl. This is exactly the same vinyl that we use to make car decals, yard signs, magnets, and the banners. I'm gonna let Luis talk a little bit because
yeah, Saul is running out of air, and I'm gonna let him breathe for a little bit.
no, it's just that I'm a little like my throat is getting dry. I gotta take a sip of water.
So, for those that missed the beginning of the live, we talk about how we love, like we show you guys in the intro, how bad the weather is outside. It's cold, we got snow, and how we enjoy, and it's easy for us to work from home. We just make some caps with HTV using scissor easy weed. You can definitely do this using your Silhouette Cameo 4, which it costs $200 right now. And we show you all the process that we make from home with just a small machine like the vinyl cutter or the graphtec, which is a bigger investment, but like Saul said, you know, you get what you pay for, so keep that in mind. It all depends on what type of market you're gonna focus on. If you're just gonna make t-shirts with HTB, definitely the Cameo will do the job. You will not need a huge one like this one. But if you're gonna make car decals, yard signs, car magnets, vinyl banners, you will definitely need 24-inch vinyl cutter. You do not have to get this one. You can get like the US Cutter Titan, or you can get the Cameo Pro, which is a 24-inch also, and you can get them. We're gonna leave some links below. And
Yeah. So well, I was reading at the comments, but we'll actually read them in just a minute.
yeah, let me read the comments for you. There's only a few. Again, guys, we invite you guys to give us a like if you like this video, okay? We appreciate it. And we're gonna go with Sandbrick Channel. Hello. And SD, I think that's the name. It looks like the caps are melting shiny where the heat was. Will that go away, or do you have to do something special?
I mean, honestly, first of all, thanks for bringing it up. We just lowered the temperature. I think the temperature is a little bit too high, but this is not the first time that we make caps. Like so far, we haven't heard anything from our customer. I guess that we're gonna have to do a test and see. I mean, I think that it goes away, but I guess we have to get some feedback from the customer. This is not the first time that we make for these in particular. But I guess, yeah, now that you pointed it out, you know, I'm looking at it and I can see a little bit, but it doesn't really look that bad. I mean, hopefully it'll go away. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think it'll be fine, I think. But I just lowered the temperature a little bit. We had it at 314, and you can easily apply it at like 300, even 305, which I think is most recommended. So I just lowered it right now, but that's a good question, and we're gonna get more feedback about it, and we'll let you guys know. Thanks, and make sure that you guys leave your questions, and if we know them, we'll give you the answer.
And we have Samuel Small. Hello from Houston, Texas. Greetings, my friend.
Thank you for being here.
And yeah, let me remind you guys too, for those that have the gold membership or silver membership with us, you can use the calculators now in our new website, rdidecals.com. I'll make sure to leave that after the live. And you can also check out news feedback, news feeds, what's coming new to RDI. We have them there in the channel, and we also have our online store, our Amazon store, affiliate store, whatever you want to call it. You can get all the products that we mentioned there too. And yeah, I think we cover most of it. And again, if you are planning to start a business, or you are thinking of starting a business, this is a really good idea if you want to, if you're, like if you want to do crafts, that's good too. But if you really want to live from this and make money, then you should definitely subscribe and check out our channel, because we have a lot of good videos on all the stuff that you can make with any of those two vinyl cutters, the Silhouette and the graphtec.
Well, now that you mentioned the crafts and all that, the Cameo is considered a crafting machine. But one of the great things about that machine is that if you decide to get more serious about the business, you can make bigger designs, like, or bigger projects. Like we did I think it was a blazer, a trail blazer. It's an old video. I recommend that you guys go and check it out, where we used the Cameo and we applied, it was a medium-sized project. It wasn't really that small. So that's one of the advantages of the Cameo. I'm sure you can get something for that price. I'm sure you can get a US cutter one for like 300. The reason why we don't talk about those is because we have never used those, but they're very popular and they're much bigger. Like when the Cameo used to be at $300, like the prices were about the same, but right now, like we said, the Cameo cutter went down like $100, so right now you can get it for like $200. And but yeah, that's one of the reasons why we always talk about this one, the Cameo, because first of all, we know it works. We know it gets the job done. We've been using it for a few years, and like I said, if you buy it and then you change your mind, if you decide to give it a try into making car decals, and you decide to start offering that service, you can always use that machine to work on that type of projects.
Yeah, and yeah, that covers everything. And anything else you want to mention?
No, just tell you guys that we have all kinds of different products that we make. In the past, we did some screen printed transfers, right? Like
Yeah.
that was like not too long ago that we uploaded some videos about that process. If you guys want to outsource, we also have videos about yard signs and business cards. But this is the one I was talking about, the heat transfer, the screen printed. What is it called?
It's a one color screen printing transfer that you can get on. We already have a video. You can even get free samples. And I think recently, now that you're mentioning this, we got a question from someone about a DTF transfer that she has a great experience. I guess she got the impression that we are not doing a good review on DTF transfers. We have never used DTF transfers, and that is not because we don't like it or because we have a bad image, but mainly because our customers had gave us like feedback, like if it's a big solid or vinyl, even HTB, they said it's too hot for them during summer, because some of the people that we work with work outdoor and they don't like that vinyl stuff. That's why we started using the screen printing.
Yeah.
So I think that's due to the type of customers that we have. However, we're not saying that, maybe sublimation or other stuff, it's not recommended. It is not our field yet. Maybe in the future, who knows? But so far, we go for what the customer demands. So.
And before we actually started offering this service, like the screen printed the screen printed transfers, like we did a few tries and we made sure that it was a good product. And yeah, we have never used.
Yeah, we don't want to give ourselves a bad review. We always make sure that we're providing good, high quality transfers to our customers. Like Saul said, we gave it a few washes, like maybe 5 of them, and we make sure that it not cracked or fell off the garment. We make sure that it was a good product and it already has our approval. So,
and we didn't just wash it, but we also dried them, and so we did all what most people will do with it. So we just wanted to get an idea before we started selling that or offering that service. So, but also one thing before we go, we're not gonna have a video tomorrow. It's gonna be on Monday. I'm working on it, and it's gonna be ready on Monday. So we just want to try different days, and we also want to try a little bit of probably going live like once a week. But we'll see. I guess we'll see. It depends on how many likes we get today. So let us know.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we definitely noticed some low numbers last week. It was probably due to the Super Bowl, but I'm glad it's done. It's over. So we're back to normal. Hopefully, we'll connect to you
I
guys
don't know if you want to read
soon.
some questions or comments before we go.
I
Or
don't
do you
think
want
we
to
got
read
more questions, but we
before we
only
go?
have a hello from John C.
Hello, John.
And T. Lamont says, "What's up, people from UNC, North Carolina?" I think that's what
Hello.
stands
Well,
for.
thank you guys for being here. I guess we covered most of what we wanted to talk about. And if you are curious about what we do, what else we do, I recommend that you guys go and check out our other videos. If this is the first time, we do like car decals, car magnets, banners, and even business cards that we outsource, or even the banners too. If we have actual images, we always outsource from a different company, and we have more details in other videos. So I recommend that you guys go and check them out. And yeah, so thank you guys for being here with us today, and see you guys on Monday. Make sure that you guys watch Monday's video. And yeah, thank you for your comments and your support. And I guess we'll see you guys until next one. Make sure you get your materials in the description of the video. We'll have the links as well as on the first comment, okay?
Thank you, guys. We appreciate your likes. We'll see you on Monday. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.